Leo, welcome to April 2017. April is a dynamic month, and the sun is in Aries, your sister sign, which harmonizes with any planets you have in Leo. Your sun in Leo, your moon in Leo, your ascendant Leo. And the sun is coupled with Uranus and is also opposed by Jupiter. Now, this has been going on since last year, the Jupiter-Uranus opposition, and now the sun is reaching that point with Uranus where they will couple, and that is exact on April 14th. On April 8th, the sun will square Pluto, and on April 7th, the sun will oppose Jupiter. This is all happening at the time of the Libra full moon on April 10th and 11th. The sun and moon oppose every full moon. The sun and the moon oppose. And Jupiter is with the moon in Libra, opposing the sun and Uranus, and they're all being T-squared by Pluto in Capricorn. This is a very dynamic full moon. And the sun, yes, is exalted in Aries. It loves being in Aries. And with it coupling with Uranus, this is an opportunity for you to break up old patterns and move in a new direction. For you, Aries brings the action to long-distance travel, foreigners, people at a distance. Libra brings the focus to people that are nearby or within a 100-mile radius. And so you have the full moon in the local area, you have the sun and Uranus in the area of long-distance travel, lower mind, higher mind, conscious awareness, superconscious mind. And so this is a time for you where you may find that, you know, at times people are not making sense to you, or there's a lot of chaos and confusion going on with other people, and it can feel really unstable or uncertain. People can say one thing to you and then the next day change it, or a couple days later change what they said to you. It's not that they're trying to deceive you or mess with you. It's that it's the Uranian energy, which is expect the unexpected, and chaos and confusion with the ongoing Pluto-Uranus square. And the faster moving planets are bringing the Uranus-Pluto together. And the full moon in Libra is bringing the Pluto-Uranus together. And for you, it's in the communication houses. And so if for you, it can be challenging in that sense of, you know, people are, you know, promising you something or offering you something, and then a couple days later it changes, or we don't know where it is, we don't know where it stands. And so, you know, just stay flexible. That's the key with Uranus like this. That's the key with these kind of energies, is it's really important to keep a sense of humor, go with the flow, and expect the unexpected, or be flexible with what's happening, what people are saying or promising, because they don't know which end is up. They don't know what's going on. And so, you know, they can be offering you something or promising you something, and then it falls apart or goes away. So be flexible in April. And Mercury's going retrograde April 9th through May 3rd. Mercury rules communication. So that always throws a wrench in the, what did you say? What did I hear? What's going on? What did you promise? What about that email you sent me? You know, where is that email you sent me? And so that's still happening. And now Venus does go direct on the 15th, and that's good. She does dip back into Pisces, which for you could be some bonus money. It could be an insurance payout, a tax payout, your partner brings home more money, or your partner gets a bonus. So with Venus dipping back into Pisces, that could be bringing you an extra chunk of money that you didn't know was there, which is nice. She will re-enter Aries at the end of the month on the 28th. And so we've got Venus going back, and we've got this very intense, badass moon over here. And it is dynamic, and, but it's got the Uranus-Pluto in it, and that is, expect the unexpected, and breakdowns, and, breakthroughs, and craziness. And, for you, where it's happening, it can really affect your nervous system. So you want to make sure that you're drinking a lot of water, you're not having too much caffeine, right? And that you're meditating, you're working out, you're doing what relaxes you and strengthens you, because this can be, high octave electrical energy surging through you, and at times it can feel, like a wild roller coaster ride. You're up, now you're down, you're up, you're down, things are great. Oh, no, we don't know where anything is. Things are great. Well, I don't know where things are going. And that's okay. Now, there still can be like this forward movement with you, and where you are maybe getting on a new life path, maybe moving in a new direction. And that's incredibly exciting. And, Uranus and Saturn are forming a grand fire trine to you. Saturn is in Sagittarius, and he is trining the Sun in Aries. He is trining Uranus in Aries, and they are grand trining Leo. Your planet's in Leo. So for you, keep a sense of humor. Don't take anything even at face value, because with Uranus, it can be, today it's like this, tomorrow it's like this. One way we're like this, the next minute we're over here. And you just like, you want to throw your hands up in the air and go, I quit. And so don't quit, don't give up. It's just that others don't know either. And it's changing for them too. This energy is creating wild instability in all of our lives. It just depends on where it's landing in everyone's chart. And for you, it's happening in the communication area, the 3rd and the 9th house, and short distance travel, long distance travel, as well as the work habits and the health habits, because that's where Pluto is. And so for you, you could be getting some sort of, even a promotion could be coming in for you, is where, things are working out in your favor. They may be unexpected or a bit, chaotic, but it still ends up being really favorable for you. You're a fixed sign, and like the Taurus and the Scorpios and the Aquarians, you don't like change unless you decide to change. You don't like change being thrown at you. You don't like people saying, it's white today, it's blue tomorrow, it's green on Wednesday. If you tell me it's going to be white, stick with the white. That's what a fixed sign likes. Don't tell me it's white, and then tomorrow tell me it's blue, and then a couple days later tell me it's green. You said white. We agreed to white. And so that's the test, is to be flexible, because the energies can come at you like a karate chop, where it's like, you don't see it coming. And you want to be flexible so that you can say yes to the opportunities that are being offered to you, because they will be this month. Very much so. The planets are moving to the top of your chart, which is your destiny in the world, your profession in the world, your career achievement in the world. And so you're moving towards that by the end of the month and next month and in June. And so you are in a very strong time of the year to move up in whatever you're doing. For some of you, you may be moving in a new direction. Maybe you're going to start a new business, or maybe you're going to move abroad. You could be moving far away from where you are right now, or going to school far away from where you are right now, or teaching, doing a workshop, traveling at a distance. And it's incredibly exciting and fun. It's just during April, during this cycle, it's going to be, you know, a roller coaster ride, because the sun has to pass Pluto and Uranus, and Jupiter's down there in Libra, making it bigger and badder and better if you can ride the wave of the wild instability that Uranus likes to bring. Uranus is a planet of higher consciousness, and it, you know, it represents things that can happen to you from external situations that you have no control over, you know, the weather, the government, and, you know, institutions, and they can make a change that affects you. However, you know, don't take it personal, because everyone is being affected by this energy. And your power lies in how you take care of you. Your power is in how you respond to the zaniness, to the weirdness. Uranus can be weird. However, it is exactly what you need at that moment. Is what I'm really finding is that Uranus can bring weird people, weird situations, weird feeling foreign. Things can feel foreign. Things can feel really out of the box. But that may be exactly what you need to move in a new direction. Break up old patterns that no longer serve you. Start a new business. Start a new relationship. Get a new job. Anything that's good for you, that's right for you, Uranus can go about it in a very weird way to shift you, to disrupt the rigid structures or patterns that have been limiting you. And so be open to the zany. Be open to the unpredictability. So if you really want to work with a group of people, or you really want to be doing something, and you know they're kind of all over the place, just stay flexible and agreeable and go with the flow, because it could all work out better than you possibly imagine. Now, Venus is going to square Saturn April 8th and April 21st. And so that's important for you, because that may have to do with some sort of bill that you need to pay, or something comes up that you need to address and take care of. It could also be about someone you've been trusting, for some of you, that isn't worth your trust. Be careful who you're trusting. With Saturn crossing Venus like this, you may find that they're not on your team like you thought, or they're not an ally as you thought they were. Just be aware. Be, you know, aware on April 8th and the 21st of who's really has your back and who you can really trust and let in. This is the area of deep intimacy and trust issues. And so you want to make sure that you are, you know, being wise with who you let in, and know your deepest secrets, your deeper intimacy. And then you'll be in good shape. Now, Mercury's going to retrograde April 9th through May 3rd. He starts out in Taurus at 5 degrees Taurus, and then he backs into Aries. And so, you know, this is where, you know, the change can be with you, where, you know, you get promised a job, or there's some sort of exciting opportunity you're promised, and then it changes. Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen, because, you know, Mercury goes direct May 3rd, and everything calms down in May. Well, it actually starts calming down now, because Venus moves direct on the 15th, and the Sun harmonizes with Saturn on the 17th. So by the 17th, you'll start to feel a lot more grounded, a lot more strong with, you know, where things are going and what you're doing. And then the sun enters Taurus on the 19th. And this is really good because this is going to help to ground this energy, this Uranian, crazy, erratic, exciting, fun, wild energy to help ground all of us so that we're not so all over the place. And that's really good news. Now, Pluto's going to retrograde April 20th. This is such a busy month. April 20th through September 28th. And this is good because it gives you an opportunity to integrate all of the important process and new patterns that you've been developing over the years in the area of your work and work habits, your health, and your health habits. It really is good when these planets take a break because it gives you the opportunity to assimilate everything they've been teaching you. With Saturn going retrograde April 6th through the 25th, this is in the area of romance and true love, creative self-expression, and giving you the opportunity maybe to go back over any creative project that you have that you want to complete, finish. And, you know, these guys are heavyweights, this Pluto and Saturn. They're major heavyweights. And so you want to be listening to what they've been showing you about your work, about your relationships, about your creativity, and integrate. It's good to take time to integrate the experiences. Because Pluto's going to be very powerful on the 8th as well as the 10th and the 11th. So, you know, these first 3 weeks of April are going to feel a bit intense. And you don't want to get caught up in power struggles with other people because they keep changing things. And it is, you know, being a bit frustrating. Go for a nice walk. Go do some yoga or Pilates, swimming, biking, hiking. Go do some nice things that physically energize you and empower you because it's all going to work out. Mars enters Gemini on the 21st, and that brings the action to your hopes and wishes, your friends, being social, being out there. So you will find, you know, that you are, you know, busy in the community, busy in your personal life, busy in your social life. And it's fun. Like, you can have a lot of fun too. It's just about hanging loose and, you know, riding the wave, riding the roller coaster. And then there's a beautiful Taurus new moon on April 26th. And this is in your destiny in the world. This is a really important moon for you because you get one new moon there in this area and one full moon. And this is your new moon in this area of what you do in the world. So you could be getting like an unexpected promotion or some sort of advancement that is incredibly exciting, and it was because you were patient and flexible during the crazy time of the first part of the month. So if you're hanging loose and you're not reacting to what others are saying or doing, you're going to find that by the third week, everything falls into place, and by after May 3rd, that things, you can sign that agreement, you can commit to something, you can make solid plans once that Mercury goes direct. But it looks really good even now. And so I love the Taurus new moon because it's so grounding, and it's going to help us all get grounded and balanced. And there's no challenging aspects to it. It is actually trining Saturn. It's a loose trine. It's about 9 degrees, but when I do charts, I take the trines out 10 degrees. And so it's on. And he is trining Mercury, because Mercury has moved back into Aries, and he is trining Mercury, and this is very exciting. And so it means that if you're making plans by the end of the month and right after May 3rd, you can find that these plans are solid and that it's bringing lasting success. So Saturn is so late in Sagittarius, he retrogrades at 27 degrees, 28 minutes Sagittarius. And so he's right there at the end of Sagittarius, and he's, you know, almost into Capricorn. And so he's in harmonious energy flow with that new moon in Taurus, and he's in harmonious energy flow with Mercury, who's at 26 degrees Aries at the time of the new moon in Taurus. And Mercury is going to exactly conjunct Uranus on April 28th. And that could be like something amazing happening for you on that day in regards to travel, working with people in a foreign country, working with people at a distance for you. And this could be like some answers that come through. So that's another reason why you just want to hang loose during that Libra full moon time period and those dates I gave you earlier. If you start to feel like, oh, I don't know what's going on, or, you know, I really don't know where, you know, we made plans, but we don't know for sure. And you could find on the 28th, oh, here's the missing piece, or here's what we didn't know that we needed to know. And this is what was missing, and now we have it, and now we can move forward with our plans. Now we can start to solidify this new opportunity to work with people, new opportunity to travel, new opportunity to move in a new direction, and move up in what you're doing, work advancement that could surpass your expectations, your wildest expectations. So things are good. They're just crazy because of the Uranian energy is so strong in here in April, activating the sun, activating the moon, activating Pluto, and we have to be able to ride the wave. We need to be able to just hang loose and not react to the chaos and confusion that other people may be bringing you. So don't take that on. If others are bringing that to you, keep your boundaries and keep your space so that you are staying strong within self and able to respond in a way that is right for you and right for the situation, for your highest good, for their highest good. It's going to be interesting. It is a really interesting month. And even the Venus direct on the 15th, you know, is another opportunity to you know, hey, what have I learned from Venus? What has Venus shown me, you know, this time in Aries and this time in Pisces? What have I learned about my relationships? What have I learned about what I love and value? What have I learned about what I need to be happy? That's why it's really important for planets to step back. So it gives us an opportunity to catch our breath and look at what really matters, what's totally important to me now. So for those of you open for love, it can happen. And it could happen right in the community, or it could happen with someone at a distance, where you find that you're connecting with this person, even though they may feel a little foreign to you, where they've lived a different lifestyle than you. There's that soul connection. There's that spiritual connection. that is exactly what you need. So, you know, the universe will send you exactly who you need when you need it. So be open to what may unfamiliar unfamiliar, but exciting and interesting. For those of you couples, whatever you're planning together, just know that it'll all work out and it will totally straighten itself out by the end of the month, if not absolutely in May, right after May 3rd. And, you know, it's a green light. I'm not seeing any challenges to the money. In fact, with Mars going into Gemini, you could find that you are making more money, and there could be some sort of career promotion for you or some sort of fantastic work opportunity that brings you more money, more abundance, starting in April, going into May. And it's really exciting, amazing. You know, the key is to just not get caught up in the mixed messages that are happening with other people and the mixed messages that are going on. Don't get overwhelmed by the Uranus energy, the Uranian energy, because it can be electrifying. But career looks good too. Spiritually, you know, it is a time for you to use the outdoors, use the sacred spaces that you can go to connect to your higher power. Aries rules that part of your life, and it is a wonderful way to work with this energy, especially when people aren't making sense. Creator always does. God, Goddess always does, and is always listening and will help you have the answers and insights into your life and work and where things are going. Health looks good, you know, is if you've been taking care of yourself and really, you know, working on improving the diet and the health habits, you are just blazing along and making all kinds of breakthroughs, amazing breakthroughs. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plussing my videos. Leo, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. It's also up in the cards. So until next time, Leo, be ready for the energy that Uranus is bringing, but also know that it's also bringing you amazing opportunities. Your star is rising, and the best is yet to come.